Yeah, so I don't think I'm actually supposed to have the skin right now, but I'm not complaining. If you're confused as to what I mean, don't worry, I'll explain it then. But this is the Blood Red Riding Hood skin. You unlock this for completing the new Trick or Treat event in Modern Warfare 3/Warzone. The only problem is there is no way that I actually unlocked this legit. Like, I'm pretty sure my game is bugged because I went through and completed all 4 of these things here. Like, if you go into multiplayer or zombies, which I decided to do this in zombies, I ended up getting like almost 10,000 pieces in one game or something like that just because I was grinding the exfils and then I went off to do some contracts and stuff like that, and I was able to complete basically all of this in one game. But as soon as I completed this 4th tab here, it ended up giving me the Blood Red Riding Hood skin. So I don't know if this is a thing where this was like a community event, and therefore since everybody in the community collectively collected this amount of candy, we all got the skin, or if this is just something where each player was individually supposed to get this amount of candy. But again, my game was bugged. I have no idea. Again, I'm not necessarily complaining because I'm trying to decipher how many zeros are there. That's either 1 million or 100,000 candies. I can't tell which one it is. Okay, so if I'm counting correctly, yeah, that looks like 1 million candies, so maybe it was just a community event thing. I have no idea. Anyway, outside of the Blood Red Riding Hood skin, we'll go ahead and run over all the other things you can unlock. So I don't really even know what these mean here, the Trick or Treat things. I don't know if treat just means you got more candy and then trick was just something else, but the tricks are kind of funny, so we'll go through this. First, you get a double Battle Pass XP token, then it's either a trick or a treat. I got a treat. After that, you get the Follow the Rules or Die emblem, and then I ended up getting a trick, which the tricks just end up giving you like a funny little tagline at the bottom. So mine says, there are other maps besides Shipment. I feel personally attacked. As a camo grinder, I have at least like 200 to 300 hours on Shipment on this game, just like that map alone. So yeah, not to mention last year and Vanguard and Enemy 2019 and Call of Duty World War II. You know what, let's just stop there. After that, I ended up getting a treat, and then I got another trick which says if you're on Wi-Fi, you're throwing, which hey, I play on Wi-Fi and I do just fine. I don't know what the whole stigma is with Wi-Fi because like everybody's always like, oh man, I get all these lag spikes, but it's just like, hey man, maybe you or the distance to your Wi-Fi or your Wi-Fi just sucks because I play my consoles on Wi-Fi and I have no issues. After that, you get the Give Me Candy weapon decal or weapon sticker. Then I got another trick that says when in doubt, blame aim assist. And then you get the Halloween Spoils camo, which we'll go ahead and take a look at in a moment. Then I got another treat. Then I got the Jack-o'-lantern charm. After that, I got another trick which says at least we didn't bring back Krampus this year, which yeah, I mean, hey, some of those past halting events, oh man, it's a whole other thing. After that, you get a double weapon XP token, and then I got another treat, and then I got another trick which says low KD, shoot bodies. That'll show everyone how good you are. After that, I got another treat, which again, not exactly sure what that means, and then I got a tier skip for the battle pass. Then you get a trick which says give your team a threat and PTFO. Then you get the trick or treat loading screen, then a Holly Ho chocolate bar. I think that's a calling card. And then finally, I got another treat. So yeah, that's the event. Again, it's pretty easy. I ended up completing all 4 of these tabs in zombies in literally one match. And then as for this really big tab, again, I don't know if that was a community event or if that's something you were supposed to do by yourself, but regardless, my game ended up, if it was something you're supposed to do by yourself, then that means my game clearly glitched out after completing these. Or, again, if it was a community event, then everybody in the game should just tab this right now, so I'm not sure which it is. And then as we were looking at before, this is the Halloween Spoils camo that you unlock for completing the Trick or Treat event, kinda. You don't actually have to complete the entire thing, you just have to get to that certain point in the second tab there, or the second slot of the event, and then, yeah, you know, it's not animated or anything, but as I've said, like, dozens of times at this point, not every camo needs to be animated. Sometimes, as long as the camo looks good enough, even if it's static, sometimes I'm actually in that mood to go back and just use a static camo, because as much as I love all the crazy and awesome animated camos in the game, sometimes you can get kind of desensitized to it all, so going back and using a classic camo like this, where it's just static but it looks nice, you know, there's some charm to that, so I'll definitely be rocking this during spooky season. It would have been cool if maybe there could have been some animation to it, though. Like, imagine if, like, you know, the, like, the candy cords and all the candies on it could have been, like, flashing or something, like flashing orange rather than just straight up moving, but otherwise, I mean, again, it looks pretty solid. I dig it. I also can't confirm this, but it does seem a little glowy, so there might be some dark, like, glow-in-the-dark elements to it, but again, do not quote me on that. It looks kind of glowy, and in the darker environments, it seems to pop a bit more, so that might be worth testing.